What's up guys, welcome to my channel I guess. I wasn't really sure how to start this off, but I figured an update on everything that's been going on in my life recently, as well as why I'm even starting a YouTube channel in the first place, was a good starting point. So right off the bat, something you should know about me is that I actually run an online business, and I got into that because I love the whole idea of being able to work anywhere and travel anywhere freely and kind of just escape the office job. So that's something that's going to be a pretty big emphasis for the channel, and I'll get into later in the video too. However, because we're in COVID times, I'm sitting here doing YouTube videos instead. So that's what's up. Yeah, I honestly would love to be traveling right now and doing maybe some vlogging, but instead I'm gonna focus on starting this channel and like talking about what allows me to get into that in the first place. I have wanted to start YouTube for a while now, not just when it comes to sharing my journey, in traveling different countries, but also my journey in making money online. And I'm gonna do my best to start uploading on this consistently. I'm thinking weekly, but we're all new here, like we'll figure it out. One major update that's happened actually recently was graduating uni, which I'm super happy about, but it was a little weird because we all sort of just left one day and never came back. That's all thanks to COVID, and because of that we don't really get like a full stop at the end of that chapter. And I do want to say, like, uni was the thing that drove me to find out my values and what they were, and also what I wanted to do instead, even if it wasn't my course. Probably a similar story for a lot of people out there, but it made me realize that I didn't actually have a passion for the course that I chose, unfortunately. And coupled up with the fact that while I was looking for some extra work as well, doing all these random gigs in Glasgow, I felt like my talents and my time was just kind of being wasted. And this just drove me into a path where I would use any spare time that I had to learn new skills, and from that I actually created my own sources of income from them. So yeah, during this time I got into discovering what I really liked by just testing out a whole bunch of stuff. For me, it's formed into this path where I'm working towards something, a version of myself that I want to become, and that's led me on to many different things. But it really does motivate you when you have a certain vision that you're aiming for, and you're just motivated every single day to be acting towards that. I'm gonna be real with you here, like I think a lot of people don't have a trajectory. They're on like this, I'm gonna go with the flow, and it sounds like super chill, but you're ultimately leaving yourself up for random chance and just chaos, which isn't a really good recipe for success in my opinion. And during that time I also got into calisthenics, which is bodyweight exercises, totally more fun than the gym, but also the main thing, which was side hustles, making that online cash. Some were success, and I'm still doing it full time after finishing uni, but others not so much. So safe to say there's a ton of valuable lessons that I learned along the way too. Actually, one pretty cool thing that I got out of it was a trip to Japan, which was more of like an experiment, proof of concept type of thing. It happened like this: I bought a one-way ticket to Japan, and for the rest of the trip I didn't have any money. So I told myself if I can make up the money within that year to afford the rest of the trip, then I knew there was something here for me to potentially live this, as a dream, because this was like, I really wanted to do this, but I just needed something to push myself and put me against the wall to really work towards that. It was essentially a bet with myself to see how close to the dream I could really make it. In retrospect, I probably wouldn't recommend this to a lot of people. It really does depend on your personality type, if you can handle like this sort of pressure, because it was very time sensitive. But for me, like my back was against the wall and there was no sleeping on this for me. It was a damn roller coaster though. Like I had days where I made money, yeah, but also days where I just lost a whole bunch. End of it all though, like I didn't focus on the losses, and so long as my trajectory was still there, I knew I was fine. And yeah, it definitely took a lot of trial and error to get things rolling. And I can't believe I'm actually gonna say this, but if you guys want the full story, let me know in the comments below. I might drop a full video on this in the future. Do your thing, man. And you know what, man's was pretty lucky to have gone on this trip right before COVID, because the month I came back, this whole COVID situation started popping up everywhere, and I was like, I knew I wasn't gonna be traveling for a while, but now we know. I think it'd also be pretty fun doing some reaction videos on the footage that I got of places like Japan and the Philippines right before COVID happened. But yeah, doing that challenge with myself, it really taught me a lot what consistent effort over time can really mean. And I think for the first week that I was there in Japan, I still couldn't believe that I was actually there. But yeah, it was super trippy and one of the best times of my life so far. And there's a ton of footage that it would be a shame if I wasn't to upload and kind of talk about more on this channel. So expect that drop. Going back to the business side of things though, as I mentioned, I'm done with uni, so now I'm working full time on my agency. Over the next couple weeks or so, we're developing some pretty cool offerings and products for businesses. So expect some news on that to drop later as well. I think it'd also be a good idea to start sharing, more of that side of my life on this too. More people are starting side hustles. They're getting more interested in this type of stuff. And, I can offer my perspective on what I've been through as well. When it does come to these videos though, I am still learning, as you can probably tell. But, I want to get a drone for travel footage, and I want to get, the production quality of these videos will only increase. We can only go up from here, but rest assured, I do have some big plans in the future for this for sure. So what's next in terms of travel for me? Well, rest assured, your boy would be in Bali right now, sipping on some cocktails, exploring some rice fields, but fortunately, that's not the case. And that trip actually got canceled. But, I'm still grateful for the health and still grateful for everyone that's safe. But if you know me, you know how much I really hate being stuck in one spot for too long. So it's going to be a struggle. Definitely going to be booking another flight over there as soon as I can. Like I mentioned before, I want to start, really vlogging and really get into more travel drone shots once I'm able to get out of the country again. In the meantime, I'm learning filmmaking and also editing through the footage that I got before. So when it comes to making this channel, I really did it just to talk about the things that I really love doing, traveling and working online, the thing that gives me the freedom to do that in the first place. So bottom line, if you're into travel, you're into potentially making money online, or you just want to pop up and say hi, that's also cool. I want to just make this a hub of those ideas and share my knowledge on that, give my perspective on things. Yeah, if you're like your boy, you're into those things as well, then be sure to hit up that subscribe button. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I appreciate you guys for watching. Peace.